afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to X Planet Live. My name is Lionel Miranda, and this is AoS Wednesdays. Woo! On the menu for tonight, we got Bonereapers versus Seraphon. This is a classic confrontation of cultures, Aztecs versus Egyptians. Only one could survive and move on to their destiny. This should be a fun fight. I guess all of them are fun, I suppose. There's going to be some really cool new stuff being shown tonight. So fair warning, if you've not been to the channel before, this is not a battle report channel. This is basically a channel that reports on battles. What does that mean? We just get our lovely customers to hop on stream, and you will see projects midway through. So what that means is you're not going to have fully painted models at times. And in this case, we will definitely see some unpainted figures on the table in the form of skink riding dinosaurs. Now, there's a further little adjustment. See, we're kind of a shop that doesn't mind, how would you say it? Doesn't mind 3D prints as long as it's not counterfeit and it's done not excessively. No one can play with whole 3D printed armies in the shop and bring them out to events. Unless you paint it absolutely stunning, and then I see that army and I go, you know what, I gotta allow it through because it looks so sexy. Those are rare occasions, but in this case, you'll just see some riders. Basically, these resin dinosaurs you see in gray that are being put onto the field of battle right now. Heck, I might even get a little bit of an angle on it. Let's see if I can get a little angle on it. There they go. Let me close in on them. I think these look really, really cool. So basically what Kyle did, the gentleman that's actually playing Seraphon tonight, is he's using the plastics to designate the melee skink riders, and that's what these guys are right here. And you could tell, obviously, it's a midway project. But he's got other skinks riding dinosaurs. Oh, he hasn't put them on the table yet. Oh, hey, you know what? We can see it right over in his elbow. These are Lost Kingdom dinos. And all these are the shooting type skinks. So these guys are the shooting type skinks, and the plastics are the melee skinks. That's how he basically differentiated. I think it's a very cool idea. I was sold on it. I thought it was really, really neat. So, hey, why not, right? On the Ossiarch Bonereapers side, we're actually going to see a really interesting unit in the form of, what the heck is it called again? Give me a moment. The Pteratic Cohort. I don't think they're on the field yet, and I don't believe he's planning on putting them out. But this is is it a Warcry? I believe it's a Warcry unit. And what Elise was telling me, and that's the Ossiarch Bonereaper player, what Elise was telling me is the reason why she loves this is the fact that it can teleport onto the table. That is really, really cool. So Ossiarch Bonereapers have a tendency to castle kind of hard because of all their buffs, and this gives them the ability to kind of like teleport and do a battle attack, like take their lands or position for flank, right? Because scoring really, really matters. If just in scoring matters, winning is good. So this will be neat. This will be some new stuff on the field. We haven't had Ossiarch Bonereapers on the channel yet, to my understanding. At least I don't remember Ossiarch Bonereapers being on here. So this will be fun. Both players have been playing AoS for quite a while. And while they are setting up, let us actually go over to their list quickly and kind of bang through them quickly. All right, so let's go to... Bingo. Let's knock off some... All right. Let's go over to Ossiarch Bonereapers. Weighing in 1990. Terrible. Falling 10 points short of perfection. Unfortunately, we have the Ossiarch Bonereapers in the Mortison Council. I guess that would be battle formation. That gives basically all the Mortison Wizards, which there is 2 in the list, a +1 to cast. This is a 3-drop list. And of course, spell lore-wise, they're taking the lore of Ossian Sorcery and the manifestation lore of Horrors of Necropolis. Now, I was talking to Lisa about this, and she actually just really loves the fact of how this synergizes with the army. I won't go over it right now, but as the game progresses, assuming it gets onto the table, we'll talk about it then. But it's nice to see a lot of diversity in the manifestation lore section. We get into the General's Regiment. We have, of course, Catacross, Motarch of the Necropolis, who is a buff bot and an incredibly durable guy. In his actual regiment is a Morghast Archive, fully reinforced. We will 100% see the new season rules, the Honor Guard being used on these, and probably anti-something. Maybe priority target, but most likely anti-something. Anti-infantry, anti-cavalry, probably anti-cavalry, most likely, in fact. And then we get into Regiment Number 1, affectionately known as Regiment Number 2. We have the Mortison Ossifector, which will get that +1 to cast that we were talking about before. Mortis Guard, which are a super durable bodyguard-y type unit. And then Terratic Cohort that we just finished talking about. And by just finished talking about, these guys, although they have beasts or bone little beasts in their unit, they all count as OC of 1. So the total has actually an OC of 8 teleporting unit, which is actually pretty cool. Then we go to Regiment Number 2, affectionately known as Regiment Number 3. We have a Mortison Soul Mason, again, +1 to cast. And then we have Necropolis Stalkers, fully reinforced. And this unit is a blending unit. And then, of course, faction terrain, we have the Bone Tithe Nexus. Let's go over to the Aztecs, affectionately known as Seraphon. They are taking Shadow Strike Starhost. And this is really cool. During the shooting phase, they can pick 3 units, 3 skink units specifically, and move them D6 inches. So basically, they can move in, shoot, and then D6 out, which is quite cool. It's only in their shooting phase, though, so thank goodness for that, actually. Wing at 1980, again, 20 points short of perfection and about 30 points more than it should be to unlock CP. This is the life of an AoS player these days. It is a 2-drop list. And then we go into the very first regiment, a Slant Star Master, because why wouldn't you? This is a wizard of a whiz that could whiz. We have 6 Agrodon Lancers. 6 Agrodon Lancers. This will probably be the bodyguard, or I should say the honor guard for the army, I would think. Anyway, 6 Agrodon Lancers, which are pretty smashy and pretty durable themselves. 10 Saurus Warriors. Again, screening unit and what have you. 5 Hunters of Wanshi, which are just so good. These guys could pop around the table forming battle tactics and slowing down charges with those Star Bolas. And then 10 Raptidon Chargers, which actually hit pretty hard, above their weight class for sure at 280 points. Love these freaking models. I just love Seraphon. I think they're in a sweet, sweet spot. This is the first time in recent memory, I've seen them actually be kind of fair. They're just good. Anyway, back to the game. Skink Star Priest at 110. 5 Hunters of Wanshi, again, beautiful. 2 units of 10 Raptidon Hunters, which would be hurling an enormous amount of shots. And then a Realm Shaper Engine. And then for his manifestation lore, he took Twilit Sorceries. So basically, that's the one with the mirrors. And then also has, if I remember correctly, those gears that help with charging as well. All right. So those are the armies. Let's see where the guys are at. Looks like they're about to rock and roll. So let's get to the table, I say.
Lionel used to be able to put like the memes, like the woman thinking and like all the equations flying past her head.
Basically, yeah. I am going first here. Yield battle tactic. I've selected C's. I was prepared either way. People keep giving me first, and I don't understand it, but I am
Because you're
willing
slow.
to... Am I?
Yes.
Am I?
I mean, it feels like.
I mean, comparatively, yes. Catacross will activate his ability. We'll spend the command point to use it. We will nominate himself. We will nominate the Mortis Guard, and then we will nominate the Necropolis Stalkers as the 3 units there. Nothing in range of the terrain piece, so let's do some spells.
All right, quickly, what Catacross just did, it added +1 save to those 3 units, and that is no joke. What I loved about the comments that Elise made is that she was fully prepared to actually have an action plan on turn 1 if given choice. At 3 drops, almost always, you're either rolling off for it or not given choice at all. So she's already planned for that necessity, which is perfect.
We're going to start with him casting, the Soul Mason casting Empower Nadirite Weapons upon the Stalkers, goes off on a 5. That will be a 9.
Okay.
+1 to cast from myself.
Slan has a board-wide Unbind, and you have 3 casts, and he's got 3 Dispels, so I might as well. You got it.
Okay. Next, we will cast the... what's the name on this little thing? The Nightmare Predator. This will go off on a 6. It's 6 attacks, 4s and 2s. 2 damage, -1. That is an 8.
Huzzah! You got it.
Okay. If it is unbound or destroyed, I roll a die at end of turn. On a 4-up, it comes back.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Don't worry about it. We're gonna put it up there. I'm gonna do Empower Nadirite Weapons from him onto Catacross. This is my unlimited spell. That is a miscast. That is 3 mortal wounds. I love this game. 6 upward save. I make 1. All right.
Do your characters heal, or is it just the small guys?
I can rally.
Oh, right.
That is the extent of healing in OBR, unless you're taking like one character that's unreliable.
Gotcha.
Then I'm going to activate the Ossiarch's ability. I can pick a Morghast or Gothazar Harvester unit, all within 12. Roll a die. On a 3-up, they get +1 to the rend. So they are now rend 3 base.
Sexy.
Yeah. Okay, that is my hero phase.
Okay, I'm going to spend a CP to cast Geminids.
Yep.
+2 to cast, -1 from command. That is a 9. I'm pretty sure I'm outside of 30. Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. No worries.
Geminids. The nids of the gem.
Go.
Just gonna chill on the other side of this thing.
Okay. Into movement, I'll activate a Relentless Discipline ability. Use it from Catacross. I'm going to go +2 to my movement. For him, it will count to everything wholly within 18.
Pretty nice.
At this point, I will run the Stalkers.
Thank you. Can they run in charge?
No.
Thank God.
No, I do not have run in charge of this.
Thank you.
They get to go an extra 2, so that will move me a whopping 10 inches. They're 6 base, +2 for Catacross, +2 for the run.
Oh, by the way, who was your bodyguard unit? Them?
Them.
And what did you take?
That was the anti-cavalry, +1.
Anti-cavalry.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean...
It's going to be useful. I mean, I'm pretty sure you'll go right through my armor regardless. but you never know.
We'll do it more like that. I'm going to spend the command point and auto-run Catacross.
Okay.
So he's now moving 12.
Gotcha.
Okay, so the main reason he's doing all this movement is, of course, to complete his battle tactic, or I should say, to complete her battle tactic. Seize the center is the choice she made, and basically, Catacross says, "Come at me, bro," and that is very fair. Already, those 2 units you see in the center of the table are going to be able to save stack as an option. What I mean by that is they already have +1 to their armor save. The unit, oh gosh, where are they? Ah, there they are. Looks like the actual guys with the shields, the infantry with the shields, which would be able to normally bodyguard, I don't think are going to be close enough to Catacross, but we shall see. Almost 100% certain those are going to be starting to run. They will head toward Catacross and try to close the gap and see if they could get close enough. I'm assuming that's all they need to do is get within 3. Assuming that's the case, it will increase the amount of ward saves that Catacross has by adding +1, and there you go, +1 to his ward save. Catacross is actually really hard to delete, and the save stacking on those the little gods, the little demigods of Vishnu there at the center of the table. Why am I calling them that? Well, they are multi-headed and multi-armed. Let's go over to the cam here. Am I already on there? Yeah, I am. Let's close in on it right now. That unit, those units are dead hard. Dead hard. So we'll see whether Seraphon has enough gas in the tank to even threaten these guys. Elise says, no, I don't think so. I do not think so. I'm not scared of you. You want me? Come get me, boy. Those Archi in the back are going to position for a crackback going into round 2, almost certainly. So this is very, very cool. I am hoping, honestly, that the Seraphon player actually pivots to focusing on scoring, because I think going head-to-head with the Ossiarch, that's going to be super, super hard. So we'll see what happens. Just want to say hi to Darktron in the chat. And I want to say hi to Evil Tables in the chat. Every time I do Seize the Center, top of turn 1, I lose. But OBR is tanky, so maybe they'll fare better. I think this is definitely an army you could do Seize the Center with on a fairly regular basis. And the other one would probably be Gloomspite with Trolls. Could do it fairly on a regular basis. Magican, if you take a bunch of Plague Bears, 2 blobs of 20 rolling into the center would probably survive that as well. All right, let's get back to the table.
Yeah, I'll just score 6. Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure that is.
Yeah, it's just hold 1. And I will get my battle tactic for 6.
Yeah, because this is a 2er.
It is, yeah. Yeah, it's 1, 2 more for 2 points each.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So 6. Cool.
So yeah, that will be my 6 points. But I want the ability to determine a objective to explode. It is entirely worth the submarine for this. It also gives me a really easy option for a battle tactic in the future. Because, I just need to take 2 points. Yeah, I'll take that one as one of them. Mind you, there could be 10 raptors on it, but...
Yeah, I'm less concerned with that. These guys move so goddamn fast. Anyway,
yeah, you're fine.
Going to my turn, I guess.
Yep.
I'm going to do Seize the Flanks, because these guys are just going to...
They're just going to bolt, yep.
Yeah, and then these guys are right there. So yeah, Seize the Flanks. Thank you.
Take the flanks, come on.
Take the flanks. Seize the center, take the flanks.
Yep.
Okay. Drawing on the power. Power drawn on.
I don't have anybody in range of it. I'm good.
Then we go to the hero phase. Oakley dokley. Going to start off with Skink Priest using his poisoned auto wound ability on the chargers on a 2-up. I failed.
Nailed it.
That would have been a very nice.
I'm okay without it.
Next up, we're going to do
I have like 6 relics I can like work with.
magic time.
It does move.
So,
And it's empty. So I can move through walls. But technically I can have it sitting there, you know, hiding.
yeah.
But it
Did I,
can't.
did I do this correctly? It's annoying that the portals have to be 9 inches from each other now.
Yeah.
So, okay, so, okay. Slan's gonna cast spell portals.
Okay.
+2, that is a 9.
Attempt to deny. I've got all 3 in range, so I might as well. Yeah, only a 6. Go for it.
Okay. Putting 1, and 3.
If you don't want it to be seen,
The other one 9 inches away. Bam. Okay.
there's no wall there.
Slan.
Technically it's probably better.
Second spell is going to be the unlimited one, -1 rend, targeting them.
Okay.
Yeah, they have rend on their weapons naturally.
Rend 2.
Yeah, yes, targeting them. So that's a 10.
That's a 12.
Rude. Okay. And then third spell is going to be run and charge on the rat hunters over here. That's a 10.
That's an 11.
Okay. God damn. How about no?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So that was your 3 denies.
Yeah.
So I have one more. I'm going
Go for
to cast the anti-horde spell because it's the only thing I can do. They're with an 18. I'm just going to
Sure.
cast it on them. No bonuses. That fails. I needed a 6 or I needed a 7, I believe.
Okay.
Okay, so that's magic. I'm gonna the terrain piece is gonna I'm gonna do this one.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick Catacross, the guard, and this thing.
Yep.
So Catacross takes 2 mortals, the guard for 3 mortals, and your summon spell for 3 mortals.
Okay. So we'll start with Catacross. He's on a 4-up board.
4-up board.
So he's a 5-up base, and if the Immortus Guard are within his combat range, they get +1. He gets +1 to his ward.
Gotcha.
But if I roll a 1 on a ward save, the Immortus Guard take a ward.
Okay.
With no ward save allowed. Okay.
So
Cool.
The Mortis Guard
Cool.
take 2.
Yeah, and Catacross takes 2. Then the 3 from the Immortus Guard. I'll take all 3 there. And the 3 for the Endless Spell.
So you're telling me I did 5 mortal wounds to the guard?
Yep.
Damn. Also, Catacross has a 6-up board on his war scroll.
Does he?
Yeah.
That was a 5. No, yeah, so it is. Sorry, my bad. I was cheating people out on that. I could have sworn he was a
Mistakes
6-up
get
base.
made. I made
Yeah.
some pivotal mistakes in the fantasy tournament
Yeah.
this last weekend.
A little less survivable on a 4-up than a 5-up, but might have been looking at a different scroll. I just have thought Nagash, and then everything carries over. But, alas,
So that's my hero phase.
yeah.
Anything on your end?
Yeah. I'm going to cast Soul Guide from the Soul Mason onto the Stalkers.
Okay.
Goes off on a 7 there. He's -1/+1. So that is a 7.
That's a 6. You got it.
Okay. They have strike first for the turn.
Strike first.
Yeah.
Rude. That's incredibly rude.
Yeah, it is. That's why I do it.
Encouraging me to be passive. Which I don't appreciate, sir.
Look, your terrain piece did a lot. It's okay.
All right, as the Seraphon player deep blues his next decisions here. How about that pyramid casually just distributing wounds? Now I get that the that bodyguard from the Ossiarch unit failed, literally anything but once, and it didn't happen. But hot dang, that piece of terrain kicking out mortals the way it does, splashing like that, still absolutely ridiculous. I just find that thing so gosh darn annoying, and it just does it. It doesn't even have to roll to cast it. It's like it's one of those weird D3s, I believe, meaning on a 2+ on a D3, whatever, for it to work. So 33% of the time, I guess it doesn't. Let's reflect on the Ossiarch Bonereaper turn. What I liked was the fact that the Ossiarch Bonereaper player positioned and completed the battle tactic. Great. I am not sure what they were thinking when they didn't cap their own home objective. Sitting on 6 points should have been at least on 8. And I'm trying to figure out exactly why you would avoid controlling your own home objective for this. Currently right now, all the Seraphon player has to do is toe in to the top right hand. Oh man. Yeah, toe into the top right hand corner and toe into the bottom objective. Bottom left, sorry. Top left, bottom right. We got there eventually. And obviously his home objective, and he just scores more. He gets 1-2 more, and he will automatically get, he doesn't have to go for the center at all. So you can stay out of danger zone and then keep on asking the Bonereaper player to try to get him out of position and take advantage of that. I'm assuming we're going to see quite a few shots coming out of the Seraphon side. Try to pepper it to do as much damage as possible, but I really don't see, at least I wouldn't think he'd be committing. Again, I would highly suggest the Seraphon player to try and just score continuously. And if that's the tactic, and assuming that the Seraphon player does that, the Ossiarch Bonereaper player just played into that hand by not capping her own objective. So why? All right, do you guys see something I don't? Like, am I missing something here? I understand that Jazagale, if you are the underdog. Oh, sorry. I apologize. This is Jazagale, and I'm not sure if I said that. Now, the person that's underdog gets the burn objective, and I'm guessing the Ossiarch Bonereaper player was hoping to make sure that that was the case. And I'm guessing that is why. But I don't know if I'd give up. I think I'd score 8 and not 10 as opposed to score 6. I think 6 is really, really low. All right, let's go to the chat. Maybe we've got an answer right there. We got Piffling. Woo, dinos. Yeah, indeed. Evil Tables. I think this is the weird battle plan where people like to go underdog so they can blow up objectives. You're 100% correct. And then we go to Piffling. Indeed, underdog is strong. The CP alone here is really, really good. 100%. OBR player is confident in keeping the momentum as underdog. Again, folks, I don't disagree with that. I think I would have rather played from a position of 8, though, than a position of 6. Maybe I'm wrong. Obviously, at position 8, there's a potential tie. And, of course, at a tie, neither one gets the benefit of being underdog. So, meaning no CP, no blowing up objective. Well, we shall see. We shall see if it controls the Seraphon player's movement and choices. Oh, there it is. Interesting. So he's committed his Source Warriors to the center to screen out this unit of basically ranged Skink Riders. Those ranged Skink Riders, by the way, during his shooting phase will be able to fade back D6 inches out of danger. by sacrificing his Source Warriors. All right, well, let's see how this all breaks down. Again, I think I'd rather focus on scoring. But if those objectives start popping, it plays into the Ossiarch Bonereaper hand. That's basically what the Ossiarch Bonereaper player is saying. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Because like what I'm thinking is, if I just like tag you at the top, only so many guys are going to be able to get within 3, just because of how it's you're pretty chunky.
Yep.
Like I bet you'll get 4. Like there's nothing I can really do about the 4, but if I can avoid the 2 in the back, I think that might make it worth it. Because the Geminids will charge into Kakros and then die terribly, and it's fine. But, okay,
Probably.
So let's do the thing. At least you're damage 1, thank God. If you were damage 2, I probably would.
If I were damage 2, you'd see these played.
Yeah.
That being said, those multi-headed, multi-armed Ossiarch Bonereaper models are 4 attacks apiece, folks. So they might not be damage 2, but that's a bucket load of attacks. So he's sending in the Chargers to take their pound of flesh. He's trying to control the pile-ins. I honestly don't think he really needs to do this right now. I would have just, honestly, I'd probably just score 10. Get your home objective burned by the Ossiarch Bone player. And just keep on trying to score 10 on the next round. What would you guys do? What do you think? So the Seraphon player, just to remind everyone, he take their flanks, so he needs a unit to be within 7 or 6 or 7 inches of the short edges. I believe he's got that unit of Bola Skinks within that range. I'm not 100% certain, but I don't think he's making a rookie move by forgetting his own battle tactic. That would be bad. Or maybe he wants to drop the tactic. I don't know. So many mind games with this Jazzy Galette.
12. Okay. Wow. Now just these guys in the back, running the skink for the bunch. I just need enough to get within 3 of this temple. Okay. And then it's just gonna be a clusterfuck in the middle. And then, yeah, I guess these homies are just gonna stay in the back. I could start moving them around, but I think that would just take too long. Okay. That's movement. Anything on your end?
Nope. Go for it.
So battle tactics achieved, going to shooting. I'm going to pick 3 units to move them closer. Actually, I'm going to shoot first with this unit. So everyone's within 12. Shooting here. So it's going to be 21 shots. 10, 15, 21. This is going to be 4s and 4s. I have 3 CP. I'm definitely not going to need... I'm only going to need 2, so I'm going to all-out attack here. This is going to be 3s and 21 attacks, 3s, 4s, -2, 1.
-2.
-2.
Okay, I will use my last one on an all-out defense here.
You're going all defense? 3s.
Well, things are different. For this one,
Call this the box of back pain. So we got 6 and -2.
Okay, so that'll be on 4-ups.
Yeah.
bring it down.
3 in.
Exactly average.
You draw the first battle round, you can't draw anything.
Then 6 upwards. Yeah, 3 wounds.
Okay, and then I'm going to do my Shadow Strike free move. I am going to pick
I don't know if I can get this one because you're.
these guys, and the Chargers.
There are no.
So actually, they really need to do them. I don't really think so. I'll pick these guys instead. Okay, so moving them for 1, the mighty inch. Okay. These hunters here
Well, you're not with it.
for 2.
Terrain is shouldn't be within 3. It's kind of silly.
Up. There.
Anyways,
2 goddamn tails.
I could have pushed it back a little bit.
And boom, boom. Okay. So boom, boom, and then I said the hunters, right?
Yep.
Like these ones should be a little bit further. Right? Should be someplace to sit. I was just like, you know what? I didn't feel like moving.
For 2. Actually, just gonna move back so that we're just within 12.
So, interesting movement here happening. He did not capture the top objective because he doesn't need to. To get more, all he has to do is control 2 objectives. And currently, right now, he controls his home, and I believe he actually controls the center. No, he doesn't. Actually, it depends on how much Catacross is. He's not a monster, but I don't know what his OC is. I'll double check that. But he controls his home, and he controls that bottom right. So that'll be 1, 2, and more. Assuming he scores his battle tactic, he will be scoring 10. I know that's what I would do. If someone's going to play super conservative and be all cute, I'm just going to score 10. I'm going to score it hard. And then my next plan for the next round would also be to score another 10. And I think he's planning on controlling the movement and the Ossiarch Bone player's options by jamming the middle in a bunch of meat and then continue to score hard in the next few rounds. We'll see how it goes.
Shooting on them anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna shoot Carcross, 4s and 4s.
The only thing is, I could shoot that one.
This was not so good.
Do enough wounds to kill the whole guy. I can still get it. Right? Yeah. It's just if you know, if I get, 1 or 2 models.
For 4 at -2.
Okay, so this will also be at a 4-up. 2 in. And 5-up.
So,
We're good.
first
Okay. That is my shooting.
So these
Charges.
Okay.
Geminids.
Yep.
A big old 10. There is no world in which I'm on this side of you, I don't think. Because 10 is pretty great.
Just because I can, I'll run them. So I gotta roll it. So I'll get another 4 inches. Take 1.
Oh, thank you. So
You're not getting both.
no, I can't really fit in there.
No.
These guys are gonna run that.
Okay, so we're just going to do what is 3 inches.
Yep.
And then, boom. Okay.
Yep.
Then the chargers. Hey, look, it's more than a 3. Okay, now for the...
I think the only thing is with those, they don't have
I mean, you're probably just going to get me anyway, but it's fine. It's fine, everything's fine.
So the heavy bolters are not assault, but the heavy flamers. That's the case.
You only have one last.
All right, did a little scouting trip. Catacross. Catacross is OC5. So that is definitely something. Also, 20 wound monster with a base save of 3+. He has his ability up, so currently right now on a 2+ save. And, of course, can all-out defense and combat to be, in essence, a 1+. Well, another bonus, another layer of bonus to his armor. The Raptidon Chargers, what I love about them is how hard they could hit. And what Kyle's, or I should say the Seraphon player decided to do was leverage them most he could. What do I mean by that? Well, the Chargers get a bonus of +1 to hit if their shots, basically from the Raptidon Hunters, which are behind them in white. If they fire into the unit, once they charge, they will fire into the unit. Once the Raptidon Chargers, the guys that are in base contact, make a charge, a unit of Raptidon Hunters can shoot at the target that was charged. And that's what's happening currently right now. Assuming some damage has been done, the Chargers will get a +1 to their to hit, as well as all that damage sprinkled in. The only downside here is these guys are hard targets, so we'll see how much damage actually makes its way through. But between all that shooting and then all those attacks from the actual Chargers, which are no joke, folks. These guys have 3 attacks. Now, it's only 4s and 4s, but 3 attacks each, and they get 1 additional damage. So it will be 2 flat damage, but only 1 rend. And then the companion attacks from the actual little lizards are 3 attacks each. 4s, 3s. Again, only 1 rend. But that's just a huge volume of attacks going into the hard shell that is the Ossiarch Bonereapers. Really interesting to see how much damage he actually does.
So 5s and 6s.
I guess I would have just done this unit first.
Then it would not have mattered. Yeah. Yeah, so 5s. Sure. I'll just do that.
That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty good. So 4 in.
Yep.
And a 6 up ward save. Make one of those too. So 3 wounds in.
Yep. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
All right. Look at that. I will.
Just take the guy that can't make it.
Yeah, I'll just take the guy that can't make it. That's fine with me. Okay. And then we're at 2 on the squad. Do you have any other charge abilities?
No.
Okay, I do. Catacross is going to use the Relentless Discipline command for anti-charge +1 rend. Everything within 18.
Yep.
Combat phase.
Hot diggity dang. Is that like +4 rend? Sorry, 4 rend on those Vishnu gods? Because I believe he casted a spell. They have a base of 2, -2. I believe he cast a spell to add 1, and now Catacross's ability, his defense ability, just went off. Ugh. That's practically in mortal wound territory, folks. I want to welcome Dark Host 77 to the chat. Oh, are the dinosaurs looking for new bones to chew on? Well, they're going to try to chew on that. They're going to do their best. I want to welcome Scaredcast to the actual chat. Let's go. popping in for an obligatory like and comment. I appreciate you, my friend. And like the video, folks. Yeah, while you're at it, if you have a little bit of time, you want to exercise that finger, hit the subscribe button, hit that thumbs up if you could, be much, much appreciated. And maybe, if you find it in your hearts, hit that notification bell. That would also be pretty fantastic. Look at that pile in. Holy cow. This is going to be, okay, 4 attacks apiece on these guys. Oh, man. We should see some dead Raptidons here. We'll see what happens.
So I have 5 in here.
Yep.
Everything into them.
At like -3 or something.
Yes, at -3.
What's your combat? What's your thing you're giving them?
The head is going to be -1 to hit.
-1 to hit.
Yeah, or to be hit. Yeah.
Everything hit. All right. Only thing else.
Swing bada bada.
All weapons are strength 9.
Strength 1.
9. So I'm winning on 4s.
So 3s and 3s.
3s and 3s. Yeah. Just do these 10 twice. And any 5s count as 2 hits.
Terrifying.
Yeah, I know. So that is 2 out, 4 in off the first group.
So she has base 6 deaths. We're going to do one because of her. 3 more attacks. So she's gross.
That was 12 hits off the first group. Or, sorry, I guess I got a wound with those.
Yes.
No, I'll do the other 10. No, I'll just wound with it. Give me the saves. We'll make it easy. I don't have to think about it as much. Rubber swords a little bit, so 6 wounds off the first group.
Okay. I'll keep count.
Yep. Thank you. And then the other 10 attacks. That was not as good.
Oh no, my strike first guys are not doing as good.
2 back in.
3 AP.
Another 5.
So you're at 11.
Yep.
So I don't have a save, so just 11.
Yeah, just 11 damage.
So 6.
6, but you have a 5+1.
Need 1 more wound.
I have no faith in myself.
Coward. Really like a man, right?
I'll get overall force here. Small. And then so 2 of those.
9 and then 2.
Yep. Just 1 more and I would have been okay.
I'm gonna go with the Geminids.
Yeah.
Everything into these homies.
Yep.
So that's 8 attacks. 4s and 3s because -1.
Yeah.
Those are AP2 because they were
10 on my turn, and then
Yeah.
for 10. And then on my turn for 5. Yeah.
We went through. They're D3 each.
For 4 at -1.
4 ups.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 in.
D3 each. For 2 damage.
5 up board save. Yep, takes 2. That will kill a guy.
I'm so excited.
Congratulations. Catacross is going to go.
Yep.
Everything into the Geminids, because that's all I'm going to be able to reach.
Bye, Geminids.
So, yeah, bye, Geminids. This is 3s and 3s with a big big sklave. Okay, that's just a bunch of 3s. And 3s.
Hit on 2s.
Give me 3 saves at Rend 3.
Goes through.
Give me 9 ward saves.
6s. And they're gone.
Okay.
Because there's 6 wounds, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
I can double check quick.
Because that was
I mean, I have a lot more attacks still.
Yes,
but
I'm confident they're dead.
Those are D6.
6. Oh no, they got 8 wounds.
okay.
So they have two remaining.
All right. 3 attacks from the shield. 3s and 3s. 1 hit.
Oh my god. Oh my
Nothing.
god. So do they live? Or is there more?
There's more.
Oh no, there's more.
10 attacks from the guys.
So much attacks.
Yeah, but this is 3s and 4s.
Oh no, 3s and 4s.
2 out, but 2 back in from the exploding 6s.
Because it doesn't have companion.
It does not. Well, it just has crit 2 hits on it. Yeah. Yeah, and then 4s. Rubber swords! 4 more saves. These are Ren 2.
Okay, it goes right through. 6.
All right, yeah.
I need
1 each.
I need 3 6s. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
What the heck was that? Way to call it. All right, so how big of a deal is that? Well, kind of a big deal. So endless spells are a weird thing. They only count as being there in the movement, to my understanding, if I remember correctly. But that's where it will matter. Because while in movement, you're in it, so you'd have to retreat from those endless spells. If you had the ability to actually move in the hero step, you would actually be able to just leave those and even walk through them if you had enough movement to do so. But yeah, that's a bit of a pain. That's going to slow things down and play into the Seraphon player's overall plan, which I truly believe he's just trying to score as consistently as possible, understanding he's going to be losing objectives along the way. But that's just fine. Interesting stuff. I cannot believe that those little Geminids actually stuck around.
3, 4, 21 plus champion. This is going to be 3s and 4s. Thank you. Yeah, 3s and 4s.
Doesn't bleed over. So anything that's above the item is alright. So that's them.
I guess the big question part of this one.
I move that this way. See if we can get shots in that.
That was not so hot.
Everybody's got rubber swords.
4 at neg 2, 2 each.
All right, so that'll put me at 5s.
This one squad here.
Make 1.
Yep.
So I have the flamethrower.
Make 1 ward save, so 5 more damage.
46.
That order is a +1 to
46
all.
Okay, and then the mounts. This is 4s and 3s. 6s are 2 hits.
Not in this list.
So 4 go back in.
Heavy intercessors are pretty good. You just can't
That was pretty bad. Come on, guys.
They're pretty hard to get
So
off.
flamethrower's auto hit.
So we got 6 at neg 1.
Strength.
Okay, so this will be on 4s.
Their strength 5. Right. They ignore cover.
3 in.
Exactly average.
Damage.
1 each.
On 3. The twin links,
5s.
I get a reroll.
Make 1. 2 in. Okay.
And then that's that. I unfortunately cannot power through.
Nope.
And that's my turn. I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 on the objective. So
Okay.
I believe I hold it.
I've got, yeah, just the 2 on there and then Catacross, so I'm only at 10. So yes, you will get that.
Okay. And that is that. And I just realized the Geminids, the biggest pain in the ass is going to be in your hero phase for issuing the order.
Correct.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, that's my turn. I score 10. Did you already? Thank you very much. Okay. Roll off.
Yep.
For 2,
And a 1. Your choice.
I'm... Well, shit. If I go, do I even really get that much more? I get to shoot you. Because they're not going to be able to fit in. I'll shoot a bunch and probably kill this unit, hopefully. Charge in and tie up Kragnos more. I'm not going to kill him. Well, certainly not. I don't need this. I don't need a battle tactic, because then that'll also put me down under for later. So I'll take it. I think it makes sense.
16, no AP6.
So the strike first is just for turn. The Catacros's ability, as well as the exploding
save.
5s, is until next hero phase. So they will still remain up.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's the right call. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so no battle tactic.
Nope.
Drawing on power. Power Drunon.
Yep.
Go into hero phase. My dude is going to do the explosion up here, picking Catacros, and Catacros, a Mortis Guard, and your hero's outside 3, I believe, so I'll pick the...
Are you going to burn an objective?
Oh, yes. Sorry, yeah. Burning the objective.
Thank you.
Thank you for that.
Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. Burn,
So that would actually
baby,
happen
burn.
before you choose to turn. So if you'd like to revise your thoughts on that at this point.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'll still take the double.
Yep.
Okay.
It's like I submarined for that on purpose. I might as well use it, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Okay, so hero phase, we're exploding the thing,
Yep.
picking one, Kragnos, Immortal.
Okay, as he splashes damage, because that's the rules of the pyramid. Thank you very much, design team. Let's sort of go over that turn. All right, so you're the Seraphon player. Do you take priority? What do you guys all think? What would I do? I just had a back-to-back. That would make it a back-to-back turn. I dropped 4 points. That would affect my overall strategy. I actually do not believe... the Bonereaper player would be able to take advantage of it extraordinarily. I think I would have given it away so that I could score 10 points. Yes, those Raptidon Chargers would be in the danger zone potentially, meaning they can get chewed through, but at only 3 of... I call them little Vishnu gods, but at only 3 of those, I think I would have taken the risk and just gave it to him. I mean, he positioned great. He's got a big screening, a fat Saurus unit screening out the hunters. The other unit of hunters are way out of the way. Yeah, I would have given it away. This would have been the moment to give it away, to guarantee to try and score 10 again on his turn, to be at 20. Like I said, if the other player is going to play cute, then try to outscore and make it so that you just bury him in points. So Piffling disagrees. He said dinos should take prio, and yes, the advantage of taking prio is everything that the Seraphon player said. He could eliminate that unit of he could eliminate that Ossiarch Bonereaper unit. What I'm going to say is he could have eliminated that unit anyway. And the counter argument there would be, well, why let the damage go through on those Raptidon Chargers? Why? Well, because he might lose 2, maybe 3. That's it. Then he could retreat, rally, send send in a much bigger unit of Agrodon Lancers potentially, or just shoot the absolute living crap out of that Ossiarch Bonereaper unit. We'll find out who's right, who's wrong by the end of this match, but hopefully he could keep up. The maximum he could score right now is 6 points. So that would put his score at 16. So that is the max. I'm also curious why the Bonereaper player picked that objective in the bottom right corner. It is out of the way. He is correct in identifying that. But so is that home objective. Oh, wait. Maybe he can't burn the home objective. Am I wrong? That objective is removed from play. No, he could pick that objective if he wanted to. I think I'd rather have picked the home objective, because that is super out of the way. All right, we got the mark, extended long-term underdog. Maybe. You just got to give up underdog at that point. I think when your opponent is going to be at playing that aggressively, you're always going to be underdog. You're now chasing. You're going to try and do as much damage as... Like, Ossiarch Bonereapers player is on the battle plan of, I want to absolute do as much damage as I possibly can. But I think the Seraphon player should be on the train of, like, I want to score as much as I can. Yeah. All right, that's what I think. We got Teresa. Hey, y'all. Hey, Teresa. How are you doing this evening? Hopefully as good as these two beautiful people that are playing the game right now. How about that?
Okay.
Need a 7. That's a 7.
So everything hitting on 3s.
That's a 6.
Okay. Stalkers to strike first again.
Okay. Going to movement.
We're moving on 2s. Heavy bolter, strength 5.
I am going to move these homies going 8.
So they're winning. The white dice are winning on 3s. So 2s and 3s.
These guys,
Right.
they're actually surprisingly decent in combat for a crappy little skirmish unit.
Yep.
They definitely do the thing. Strike first, eh?
6
Scary.
Want to be somewhat annoying.
Wait, the battle cannon
Okay.
ignores
Just gonna shimmy over to this side.
You're gonna have a 4 so 6 with a
Sticking.
on the battle cannon, and then 3 heavy bolters. So
Okay, that's interesting positioning. So what he's telling me is he's not planning on positioning the Agrodons to attack on the next following turn. I know they can move D6 after shooting, but that's... I would not move those guys there and position the Agrodons. I would probably take the opportunity to retreat with those Raptidon Chargers. Those Raptidon Chargers are the ones in the middle of the board, folks. I would just fade them back outside of 3 and shoot the living crap out of those stalkers with the other units and position the Agrodons. Okay, so maybe he's moving the unit of hunters at the top there to a different spot. What is he doing with the Raptidons? The Agrodons. So the Agrodon unit is that I'm referring to is the one in the top right-hand corner. If he does not move that unit into position so that I could threaten it going into round 3, then that's a win for Ossiarch Bonereapers. To have that unit just parking there doing sweet FA in the corner is a definite win. I do not believe Seraphon have access to a teleport. Maybe I'm completely wrong. I have to dive in. Folks, do you know if they have access to a teleport? Oh, okay. So he is moving the hunters there, thankfully. Good job. So he's almost assuredly going to move the hunters down to the bottom there, and then the Agrodons will go in the place of the hunters. Yeah, so where his hands are right now, moving the models, is where the Agrodons are going to go. So he is positioning. All right. Whew. Thankfully, that is the case. That is how you should be doing it. You should be planning for those steps. The only issue I have with that move is I would have preferred it the other way around, because right now the Agrodon Hunters, the unit that he's currently moving right now, is in a bit of a danger zone. Why? Because Ossiarch Bonereapers have these wonderful, what are they called again? Let me see if I could get a better angle on it. And I could show you what I mean as I zoom in on it. You don't see this incredible chaos on the other side. Believe me, if I was doing it, you guys would get sick right now if you could watch. Let me see if I can line it up here. That is, all right, let me flash over to here. These things are quick, or at least quick enough. And my issue I have is those hunters are not that far away. I would have preferred these hunters to be swooping here at the bottom, and the Agrodon, so swooping to the bottom of the table, so towards your left, and have the Agrodons where those hunters are currently, positioning for round 3. That way it would have kept everyone out of the danger zone. Okay, well, again, very easy to criticize when we're watching it from the God perspective. And, of course, I might not be familiar with all the rules that are going to be popping off. So there is that as well. I'd like to welcome Mr. Daryl Jones to the chat. And Daryl Jones saying, Scar, how are you doing? I am sure Mr. Scar is probably doing a lot of other work streaming on his own channel right now. So he's probably will catch the rest of this battle a little bit later. And folks, if it's your first time on the channel, well, let me take the opportunity and say welcome. And thank you very much for joining us. We're a small little streaming channel located here in lovely Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. And we stream games out of a store called X Planet Games, hence the name X Planet Live. If you like this sort of thing, and that is the sort of thing that is competitive games, non-curated, so you see the meta as is all the time, then you found the right channel. We do a stream actually every week on Wednesday nights, or at least we try to, for AoS, and then we try to do a stream for 40K every Friday night. So if you're into this sort of thing, well, you know what? Please come back. Hit that subscribe button, hit that flash us a thumbs up so the algorithm gods can recognize us and get the channel out there. Hit that notification if you have room in your heart for that. All right, so that was enough of me babbling. Let's get back to the action as dice are being rolled and models are being taken off the board.
So the +1 is still active there, so this will be on 5s. I will make 2 of them. 3 in, 1 each, right?
Yep.
Looking for 6s. No.
All one.
Blow yourself up.
All the chip damage. Some may say I'm the king of chip damage.
Yeah, a little bit. It'll work.
Okay.
I'm super resilient in combat, but shooting will hurt a little.
Okay, this group.
Yep.
Let's put it into the same group.
Okay.
So 21. I don't know why I'm counting out dice. I'm pretty sure I didn't add anything to this. 21. 4s and 4s.
Out of here. Play me in coward. I said the flash was in. Send this.
For 5, -2. 1 each.
5s again.
They can't. I have to spend 50.
And it leaves me with a single wound remaining.
Hunters. Huzzah! Okay. Now I'm going to go into my 3 units for the free move. I'm going to pick Chameleon, and these Hunters. So going with those Chameleons over there for 6. I'm just going to want to try and pick them off, so I'm just going to have everyone within 10. So, oh my god.
Just in case you're wondering, he can do this in his shooting phase in the order he wishes. So you can have some units actually shoot and then perform this action. Pretty freaking cool. Really love this army and the way it's built. I dig it huge. And I would have preferred those Raptidon Chargers to have retreated. That's what I think. Because now they're still in combat with Catacross. I don't know if that's going to matter. Well, I mean, maybe they'll do a little bit of damage to him, but the nice thing is those Skink Hunters, which is the unit of white located to the top left that's currently moving right now. That's super great. He rolled really, really high. Looks like he rolled a 6. He did. So they now get to get the heck out of dodge, which is very, very good. That was a very, very fortunate movement of 6 there for sure. Getting him out of that danger zone of those bone angels of death. Now that's good. I do not like where those Agrodons are. So what I mean by that is to the left of the pyramid, the ones that are painted, that is just out of position. I would have loved to have seen them a little bit, well, in that negative space below the pyramid, as opposed to the left of the pyramid. But hey, I like to play a little bit more aggressive, so there is a style thing for that, that's for sure. They're safe, absolutely. They're absolutely safe, but they're absolutely doing nothing at the moment. And if we get priority, they still will not do anything. So that's the downside of being safe, that's for sure. Okay, so we should see the last Stalker die potentially to shooting. And if that's the case, yay, I guess.
Going to charges.
Yep. Dinos.
Dinos
That doesn't narrow it down, I know.
for 3. That fails.
That will fail, yeah.
That fails.
Would you like to spend a command point and re-roll it?
I have 3 CP.
Yeah.
I mean, do I really need to? Like,
Do you actually need them in there is the thing.
I don't think I
If
do.
they're in there, that's more for me to kill.
Yeah, like,
You know what?
but then I could, then it ties them up for more. But, because,
I'm charging more fire.
You gotta do some work, guys. But like generally the morale stuff is
that really sucks.
A little bit.
Yeah. Because I'm going to want to spend, question, did I get off, I didn't get off the Ren spell. No, I didn't.
No.
And he's going to be Ren 3? Or Ren 2? He's 3?
If they charge, he would be 3 into them.
Right.
Oh, sure.
because it's not your turn.
I'll charge.
Like I mean, I pick which
Like, okay, so I charge them in. He fights first with that. I fight first with them. Then you hit me back. And it sucks, but I'll live. Okay, I'm gonna redo it
Okay.
for 6.
Okay. And then it's like 2. No.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm probably just going to spend an all-out defense on them, and then I'm probably going to pass on.
I have 3 of them in my list.
I can't do this.
Coherency matters.
Coherency matters. Okay. Those are my charges.
Okay. Catacross will go anti-charge +1 rend.
Okay. Oh, right. Okay.
That's why I said he'd be at 3. Well, the guys on the base are only at 2. Yeah, but yes.
I get +1 save because I'm on an objective I control, and then I'll have all defense. So you're gonna be -1, so I'll be on 5s.
Yeah. It's something.
It's something. Okay, so you have fight first.
Yeah, Catacross is going to choose that 5-up ward save again.
Okay.
And the guy that's fighting first there is going to put all 4 of his attacks into the Geminids.
Okay. Do it up.
It's the correct play here.
Yes.
I need them dead.
Yes, I removed the wound thing, but they have 1 wound.
Yeah.
So heavy weapons.
Yeah, so 3s and 3s.
You would suffer a -1 to hit.
2 out, 1 back in.
Yep.
All right, assuming he removes the Geminids, what I would have liked to have seen potentially instead would have been him taking the Source Warriors and actually running them the previous turn and not even charging at all, just putting bodies on the objective, and then using the movement of the run to block the movement of Catacross. Control the movement. Why charge? You want to charge because you want to tie up the unit. Well, considering where the position it is in the table currently right now, you could have just used your bodies to block the movement. So instead of charging in, especially spending a CP to do this, by the way, it's like, ow. Instead of charging in and having to take casualties now on your own turn, and then flipping over to your opponent's turn, taking more casualties, what you could have done is move blocked Catacross, capped that objective, retreated the Rapidons, again the Chargers, and then again block movement and make sure you're capping that objective again, and just lift those 2 models and not take any damage on your opponent's turn. You would have had the same result. I mean, like, what's the opportunity here? The Source Warriors dive in and what? They knock 2 or 3 wounds maybe off of Catacross. Hopefully Catacross doesn't hit so hard that he deletes half that unit, but there's an odds that he could. And you didn't need to do that. I would have rather have done the movement and just scored again, score your 6, and just control the movement, and use the movement to basically control the amount of damage you're taking on your own turn. All right, Piffling, I take it back. Double turn was not the play here. Look, man, there's no right or wrong answer. All I am is just sharing my opinion, folks. My opinion is not necessarily right. It's just an opinion. There's pros and cons to both. I'm just communicating what I believe the pro would be. And, I mean, all the damage he just did on this turn, folks, he could have done by giving the turn as well. Nothing would have changed. What would he have done? He would have lost some Raptidons. So what? So what? Catacross would have, maybe he takes that endless spell off, and Catacross would have been free to what? Charge the Source Warriors that just got served to him this turn. So there's that. So I'm not saying I'm right, I'm just saying there's a pro here to giving away the turn, and again, I can't emphasize this enough. It is way easier to see these decisions when you're sitting in this back room with a camera at a God view. Like, much, much easier. Remember, those who do are actually playing the game. Those who don't, start a YouTube channel.
10 attacks from the command. Hey, remember Catacross has another ability here, so that's fine. Okay, the guys decided to take the day off. One back. 10 on 4s.
I'm trying to think of an undead office worker joke.
Give me 1 save or run 2.
4s. Takes 1.
1 damage.
Okay, I'm going to go with the Saurus. I guess it doesn't really matter because it's all me, but where's the 3-inch? Here's the 3-inch. Okay, boop. Boop.
It's better than roll them all. I could technically roll them all. It's better to see what happens.
Come on. Oh, they're so spiky. I'm never building them with spears again.
There's no reason to at this point.
Like,
right?
it looks cool, but my god. Okay, so 10 into the big boss.
I'm glad all my Mortec Guard are swords. I'll say that.
Yeah. Okay, so 2 attacks each. So this is 21 attacks, because champ. 3s and 3s, 6s are auto wounds. And are you all fencing? Geminids are now gone.
Yeah, I should here. I do not need him to die.
Yeah. Plus you got 5 C. Oh, 4 because you had you spent for the cast.
Yeah, I spent it for the cast.
Okay. 3s. You got 3.
So 4, so winning on 2.
3s. For 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 at -1, so 11 2-ups, I think.
Yep. All right, Terminators. 2 in.
Huzzah!
Fail both ward saves.
Good job, Saurus. How many he's got left?
He has 7 remaining.
Whew, we're chewing him. And then I guess I'll go with the Chargers.
Yep.
All right. Just because of
Sorry, I'm
bringing down,
shimming these over.
I'm not going to attack the character. All the attacks are
I'm already within 3 of the big guy, so there's no freedom here.
No.
So I might as well just go. All the full send. The fullest of sends.
You're at 7 guys left, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
so-
I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 into the big boy.
Yeah.
And then these 4 have to go into him.
Yep.
So 3 into the big boy, the champion's here.
Yep.
So that's 9 plus champ. This is into the big guy. This is going to be, I didn't shoot him, so it's going to be 4s and 4s.
I rolled 3 hits, all 12. As the worst of them.
Cocked or?
Strength 10. Toughness 9, so 1 with a reroll.
For 3 at -1, 1 damage.
2 ups.
Okay.
4 ups. Okay.
Does that kill the guard?
It does.
Then this is the mounts. So this is 4s and 3s. 3 extra hits.
Okay.
3s. For 6 at -1, 1 each.
So 2 ups. Make them.
Nice. Okay, and then the 4 into the loner.
This is -1 to hit,
Yes.
but you did shoot him, so.
I did shoot him, so I'll be a +1 to hit.
Yep.
So 4s and 4s. Four at -1, 1 damage each. And then the mount. You only got 1 wound left.
Yeah. Make 3 saves. Give me a 5 up. No, he dies.
We got him, boys. We got him.
I realized where I made a big misplay this turn. It probably would not have mattered, but Catacross does have an ability to, when you use a command with an 18 on a, I can roll die on a reaction on a 5 up, ignore it. Should have done that.
For the charge?
For the charge reroll, yeah.
I mean, I don't think it would have been game breaking, because honestly, like, the only reason
I don't really think it would matter too much, but I might have been able to put a little bit more hurt into horses.
because the only difference it made was 2 wounds to you, and that was you only took those because of bad rolling.
Yeah.
That's my turn. I score 6,
Yep.
So anyway, so now it's over to your turn.
and I have no end of turn stuff. So yeah, I got 1 CP, which I'm probably gonna Defense of the Saurus with.
All right, so with that turn that he took, how well did he do? Well, he did the thing that I thought he was going to do, which is kill that unit. He also dinged Catacross a lot harder than the odds would have said. So that's a really nice bonus as well. Downside. Well, he now is open up to a double. Meaning, because he took the turn, and I don't think he should have, but because he took the turn, the Ossiarch Bonereapers player will now get to go. Assuming they try and gun for 10 points here, and that would tie it. The best they could engineer is somehow maybe 14 points instead of 8 points instead of 8 points instead of 10. If they do that, they get to burn another objective, position themselves to burn another objective. They go into a priority roll, and assuming things go all right, they could potentially be in position to take out one of his big meaty units of hunters. Basically, it opens up the Seraphon player to a double, is where I'm going with here. Does he have enough gas in the tank currently right now? Well, one of his big hammer units is now deleted. He still has a hammer unit that's way out of position at the bottom left, right close to his actual terrain piece. And he has Catacross. Now, Catacross, though, is super low on health. It might be worth it to actually retreat him just so that he could potentially rally and then jam his other main hammer unit in there. So that would be a bonus. The problem with that is position. He's just not in a great position right now. So we'll see what happens. If he goes into the double and secures it, he would have to give up a battle tactic as well. So again, keeping him low, but in this case, it might be an advantage. So right now, what does he have to do? He has to kill one of those center units at the bare minimum. Does he have enough fuel in the tank to do that? I believe he still does, yeah. But he can't lift both those units. And right now, there's a massive bottleneck in the center of the board. And I don't know if he could position to take advantage of a double, actually. Because he can't delete a unit and then also position to charge another unit right after. I think he's just where his units are just out of position to really take advantage of it. All right, well, we'll see what happens. Welcome, Jonathan Franco, to the chat. Yes, another bat rep while painting. You are very welcome, and welcome to the actual chat. And so who's going to take this at this point? Right now, Seraphon seems to be in a really, really strong position. So we'll see.
Kratos needs to have like a suicide prevention, like union.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a real bad headache.
Yeah.
Picture this faction as like Nagash's union workers. Yeah.
So that will be the end of my hero phase.
Okay. I got nothing because I'm saving the 1 CP for all-out defense or something.
Movement. We are going to give an additional 2 inches of movement to everything within 18 for Catacross. It will not apply to this guy.
Yeah.
It's my first time using this.
Your job is to be in and out of the way.
Ooh, I just remembered the Ossiarch Bonereaper player does have a deep striking unit in his back pocket. I am going to assume that his plan, or I should say their plan, is going to be to nab that top right objective. And I think where he's positioning that unit is exactly where he should go. I agree with this choice. Move those 2 wizards to roughly to his home objective, just out of the way, and then probably back off Catacross, I think. And then hopefully rally him a bunch. He needs to nail this charge. Either into Source Warriors, which would be okay, which would not be bad, but the ideal would be to hit those hunters up in the top corner this turn, and then get priority so that it could start beating up those the Agrodon, the Raptors right beside the hunters. Man, all this Raptor stuff, I'm just confusing everyone here. But you got Agrodon Lancers and Raptidon Hunters. So I would need him to make that charge to that unit right there where that hand was, to the Raptidon Hunters. Hopefully delete the unit, because that unit kicks out an awful lot of damage. And then hopefully get priority to then hit the Lancers and start working on them as well. All right, well, we'll see. But right now, the Ossiarch Bone Reaper player needs a good priority. Luckily, his opponent put him in the position to allow him to do so. So that's a bonus. Nabbing that objective is pretty cool. All right, let's see what happens.
This is a great unit. Looks so cool.
Thank you. Yeah, they're really neat. I don't know where that guy needs to go, so we're just gonna run him, I guess. Oh, sorry, in the bucket. 3.
In the bucket.
It really does not matter. He can just go up to here.
Get in the bucket.
I just need to hold some points right now.
I'm at 16, and you're at 6 right now?
Yeah. I'm positioned to get 8 points out of this. So it'll leave me down by 2, so I'll still remain the underdog. Unless if for some reason I can pull a 3rd point off of you. We'll see.
Possible.
That will be my movement. Would you like to redeploy?
No.
That will be my shooting. Would you like to covering fire?
Wires. Because these guys are like neg 3.
Yes, they'd be neg 4 into the cavalry.
The thing is, like, so if I give you a d6 charge, you need a 4 to get there. You need a 4 4 to get there, and then you need like a 6 to get here, but I mean, you just hit them and bounce. So it would turn your charge into a 50-50.
Catacross can give +1 inch to charge rolls via Relentless
So it'd
Discipline.
be
So it'd
D6 plus 1, so it'd be a 3-up.
Yeah, it'd be a 3-up.
3-ups.
3-ups aren't reliable.
3-ups, okay.
They're very unreliable.
But you can stop this with your no command thing.
Correct, but it would stop the entire command. You still count as issuing the command,
Yes.
but the command doesn't count.
Yes,
Doesn't
yeah.
operate.
I just lose the CP. But you're gonna do that regardless of whenever what I spend it on.
Yeah, whatever you're spending it on, I'm rolling the 5-up. Like,
Yeah. All at defense. What do I?
But they can move into, at least they can move into power.
Command spots have
Nah, I'm good. Do your thing.
okay. Charges. We are going to go with the +1 to charge rolls. We are going to start with the Morghasts,
Bring it on, boy.
just to see.
Just to see. Okay, so
Didn't matter.
didn't matter.
That is 10 inches of wherever I want.
1 is the loneliest number you'll ever do.
So that they can get their full actions during your turn, right?
I gotta reduce the number of
The sheer amount of shooting I have, and cavalry just zip-zanging all over the damn place.
A real shame that he had to engage those Huanchi skinks. Now, why is that a shame? Well, because the thing I would love to have seen Ossiarch Bonereapers do can no longer happen. So let's assume part of the plan is delete that unit of hunters. All right, let's just say that happens. He will still be engaged. Sorry, the Ossiarch Bonereaper player will still be engaged by those skinks. So now that endless spell has to delete those skinks. Oh, don't do that. No. Go after the skinks. Oh. Okay, well, what I would have liked to have seen is the endless spell to try and delete that unit of skinks. So that the Morghast can go all out into the cavalry and try to lift the unit. Can he do it? It's an awful lot of wounds there. It's 30 wounds, but every single point of damage is going through. There is no ward save on that cavalry, and I believe they do 3 flat damage. I will double check. So, I mean, they would have to hit and wound with everything for them to do that. So they're probably going to still be tied up anyway. But hey, when you're aiming for the fences, you might as well dream big and try to see if you can lift that unit. Definitely now it won't matter because the Huanchi little skinks are engaged on those. So what I'm trying to say is if the Ossiarch Bonereaper gets priority, the Morghast will not be in position to be able to charge the Lancers that are there. That's the issue I have with those skinks that are engaging the Morghast right now. I do not like that. Interesting that Catacross decided to stay in combat. I'm going to go check on his life total. I'm just curious to find out why he's still there. Maybe he healed while I was babbling or something. But I would have probably definitely elected to back him off and just... Yeah, I would have elected to back him off, to be honest. But I guess right now the big pro of what Catacross is doing is tying up all that as well. So that's something. All right, let's get back to the game and see where this goes. Oh, man, so much happening.
How many different units do you have? Oh, only one?
I'm gonna all-out attack, and we're gonna go with the Morghasts first.
Okay.
Well, you're behind the wall. I might not be able to
I got no response to that because you're going to be a Ren Bajillion.
Yeah.
And then plus you already know my turn.
And I'm squishy and cute.
It's a threat.
Everything into the Raptidons. They are Ren 4 currently.
Yep. 3 damage each.
I can get them to 7.
Ren 7.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
It's a It's a very convoluted process, and it's why bother. Anyway, this is 12 attacks, 3 per guy.
Twos and twos.
Twos and twos, exploding 6s. Rend 4, 3 damage each.
Okay. Right, because you double one the Namorite.
Yeah, the exploding 5s right now would have been nice, because that's just...
I mean, you just need to get 10. These are 3 damage each. So you just need to get 10 through.
I drop 2, add 3.
Yeah, you just need 10 to go through. I'm pretty sure you got them.
We'll see. But the way I've been rolling ones today. That is 3 1s. So that is 10 saves at Rend 4.
3 damage each.
3 damage each.
Toodles.
Bye-bye.
Bye. It's okay.
I mean,
These hunters like shot up a bunch
the
of shit.
issue is there's still Agrodons right there, right? Like,
Yes.
No, the issue is activation-wise, he should have activated with the end of spell to activate and swing at those skinks. Ooh, maybe Kyle won't realize this. Okay, so what he could do is he could elect to pile into those Morghast and then pile 3 inches and try to get out of range of that endless spell. If he has the presence of mind to do so, he could do that, and those skinks will live. Safeguarding his next priority, and that's exactly what he's doing. Arg. So why am I saying what I'm saying? If he activated the endless spell first, there was no threat. Those guys weren't going to kill not even a single Morghast, I do not think. But I guess he didn't want to risk it. Yeah, those Morghasts are now tied up by like a 90-point unit. Yarg. That is absolutely terrible. Okay. Maybe there's some offensive spells he can use to scrub out those unit of skinks. Because his other wizards, which are on the bottom left hand of your screen, are in position to do something about it. I don't know what his spells are like, how offensive Ossiarch Bonereapers spells are. But there's like 6 or 7 models there. Oh, hold on 1 second, folks. He just charged. Does he have 1 CP left? Come on. Yes, he does. All right. So there's still amazing hope right now. What the Ossiarch Bone player can do is he can actually power through. Leave those skinks and position himself to cap that that top right objective if he wants to, and then roll for priority, and then hope to get priority, and then charge the Agrodon Lancers. Yippee-ki-yay. All right, well, we'll see what happens. Hopefully he remembers to do so.
4 hits. Moving on 3s. 2 saves. They're Rend 2 base plus the extra 1 for Drained Vitality. So Rend 3.
3. I have +1 for being on an objective, and that's it. So
Yeah.
this is on 6s. 1.
3 damage.
Okay, so I had 1 wound, so 2 guys will drop.
Yep.
Oh, he fell off his base. Hit your go.
Yeah, the shield. 2 hits. Nothing.
Do you like decrease in attacks when you get damaged?
Yes, that's why I was only on 3 swords instead of 5.
Oh, it affects him? Oh. I think it'd be better if it affected this attack.
Yeah, you'd think. Drop 4, add 2 back.
I mean, which would make more sense, because it's like his guys around him are dying while he's staying fine.
That's how it used to work. He just lost abilities as he went on, but gained attacks then. Well, they decided to wound today, so give me 7 saves at effectively rend 2.
So +1, so it becomes rend 1, so 5s. Something about being in the center of the map. Just rolling really nice. Lose 1, take a wound.
Yep.
It'd be one of them days.
It does.
Mississauga. We'll go with the Saurus. I don't really even need to really pile in. I'm cool with this. 7. So that's 14 attacks. +1. Okay. Are you all at defensing?
Yeah, I will all defense this. I'd rather just keep them around. I was considering a power through over there,
Yeah.
but
It's not a. Okay. Sweet. 3s and 3s. 6s are auto. For 6 + 4 is 10.
okay.
10 neg 1 doesn't matter. You have +2
2 up save. 2 up, 5 up.
Still?
I'm a Terminator
Yeah.
with 20 wounds. All right. That sounds about right for 10 dice on a 2 up.
Should be almost 2.
Yeah. I was joking, but yes. Well, I take 1.
I mean, that balanced out.
All right. Tyrannic cohort.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I should have gone with him.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, well.
I will have 3 guys in range of the mage with tyrannic weapons, one of which is the champion. Champion's the centaur. If that wasn't clear.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is 3s and 4s, rend 1, 1 damage, crit 2 hits.
Okay.
Bah. Okay. Well, I just drop 1.
No, I'm gonna save it.
My poor sweet baby child.
Give me 4 saves or rend 1.
Oh, I got, yeah, because
I'm pretty sure he's got a 5 up. 'Cause that's pretty. Oh, it's got a 6 up, so it just goes through. 4?
Yep.
So he's got 1 wound remaining.
I mean, I can't really expect to have killed him with what I put into him, right? I needed to hold the point. I will have 4 guys in range of the terrain, though.
Yes.
And these are 4s and 3s.
that win unit, are they toughest 4?
2 hit. Woo. 1 wound. Give me 1 save.
4s.
You're good.
Okay, so then it's all me.
Yeah.
Since I'm here, little homie. 4s and 4s.
-1 to win.
So these.
1 at -1.
Okay, 5 up.
It's okay, I'll keep my CD. I don't think it's worth it.
Goes in.
D3.
See if they do.
1 damage.
Okay.
6
yeah,
up.
I forget something. So the beginning of the round,
Nope.
I have to choose.
Yeah, take that 1 damage.
I have to choose.
I will.
So this is during your turn. I need to choose that, and then I'll.
Yeah. Okay.
What?
And then the hunters. Sorry, chargers.
I'm
Yep.
gonna use, since it's your turn, I'm gonna use the one where.
I do get a pile-in move with my Nightmare Predator. It did make a charge.
Yes.
Yeah, if I go to 2+, I get to fight for.
You know what I like to shoot through, like, 'cause you know how this.
Okay, so 7 homies into the big boy. That's 21 attacks.
Okay.
Well, it's the area terrain goes through, but the building.
+1 for the champion.
This.
We're grinding through the Cataros. 4s and 4s.
You know, you gotta tag for sure.
Unless you're playing with like all windows open,
So they,
then you can shoot some walls.
No, I understand. I just mean like.
all right. So and then I gotta remember my order.
It's like great.
So I'm gonna stick with the film pain.
Sorry. I feel like you know these like.
6 at neg 1.
Terrain, is that like a 2-inch terrain? Kind of like the ones there. Is that also a 2-inch terrain?
So 2s.
Mm-hmm.
It's a container. It's a container. container.
One in.
I'll take
Because I don't know.
Yep, takes it.
+1
And then the mounts.
These containers, are they 2-inch terrain or like build or like?
Fours.
You know you can like if you're testing.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Do the containers are they also 2-inch?
They're supposed to be 2 inches or under. So you
Containers.
those containers, pretty much if you want to paint there, just remove it.
Threes.
Shoot these guys through here.
They have to have towed into the train.
Yeah, they're towed in.
5, 10, 14. 14, neg 1.
Yeah. 2-inch terrain.
Oh, it's supposed to be 2 inches and under.
Yeah, but these ones are.
Those ones no.
'Cause these ones.
All right, on twos.
Playing on the same layout.
I'd really like
Yeah,
this.
it's the same.
Really would like this.
All right, so the aura.
One.
Yeah, I was wondering because I never.
Pretty good.
Takes it.
Within 6 of that.
He's got
3 remaining.
whew, sweet baby child.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's that.
Yeah. I hold 1, I hold 2. You hold an equal number for that, and that is my tactic.
You don't. Oh, you hold this one.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you held this one before, and that one was.
Oh no, he's forgetting to power through. Power through, remember, please remember. Ah, gosh darn it.
All right, so I am still the underdog. Let me double check quick first before we do that. Make sure, do I pull first before we roll, or do I pull after we roll?
Oh, for the start of the battle round?
Yeah.
I think you pull first.
Is there AP? AP2? That's like a beamer.
No, it's at the end of the. It's at the end of the player's turn. They pull the point after scoring victory points.
He did not leave himself a CP to actually power through. So the power through couldn't even happen anyway. He could have planned for it, but maybe he just needed the CP to live is basically what it boils down to. I thought he was 2 CP going into this turn, but he spent it somewhere. So that is truly unfortunate. So even if he gains priority here, he will not be able to maximize its potential, which is a real shame. All right, let's see what happens.
No, it's fine.
All right, you did your job.
Would you change it to this one, or would you keep it?
Oh, and then plus he gives me.
It's between that and the middle, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay.
I've never played on this layout.
The more you know.
3.
Hey, you didn't roll a 6 for once.
I just.
Your dice are so hot they need a disclaimer warning, man. I'm gonna take the double.
Okay. Because what's the points right now?
You're up by 2.
Okay, so then yeah, that makes
I
sense.
need to be able to do some stuff here.
Yeah. So for my, because it's start of 3.
Yeah, top of 3.
So start of 3, I killed 3 units of yours, or did I only kill 2?
Only 2.
Okay, so I did not get my.
You don't get your bonus.
I don't get my bonus.
Yep. I'd argue that you barely even killed the second one. That was mostly me.
Yeah. Yeah.
The third one would have been entirely me if he just died. Okay. Hero phase. I don't have a lot of spells I can really mess around with.
So he took priority. Does he need it? Yeah. Unfortunately, he has to take it, but is not in a position to really take advantage of it. Again, very easy to criticize. But if Catacross had just left that combat, like I was saying before, he wouldn't have had to spend a CP on all-out defense, and he would have had a CP for power through. Position outside of 3 inches of those skinks, and yeah, he had to plan basically plan that he was going to get the next priority. What the heck does that mean when you don't know who's next? When you're behind, you just got to position so that if you get priority, you're able to take advantage of it. That's literally what I mean by that. And right now, unfortunately, being locked up by those stupid skinks means the Morghast are just going to hang out. Now, he does have the ability to cast some spells, so maybe he'll be able to blast them off. So that would be super useful if he could do that. Because if those Morghast can charge those Agrodon Lancers, that would be pretty big. I got to imagine that he's at 3. Oh, no. I was just about to say, I got to imagine that he will retreat Catacross, but he's at 3 wounds. So if he takes 3 mortal wounds, he could actually die by retreating. Oh. Hot damn. The little things. The little things you could do. All right. Well, what is his plan now? What can he possibly do with this turn? That's the problem. He deletes a unit of skinks. Catacross, if he sticks around, he's almost definitively dead. So I would actually take a risk and retreat. Every single point of health the thing he can gain back is a huge deal on that chassis, meaning it has a great armor save, good ward save. So every wound really is like multiple wounds in the bank. I just wish he had done it last turn. Yeah. That unit that deep struck to the top right-hand corner, although super useful, is not super hitty. So maybe it'll kill that skink shaman when he dogpiles into him, but it will not really threaten the hunters. That's just way too many wounds for them to do anything about it. And by charging that shaman, it means they don't even have an option. They could really only go into that shaman. What battle tactic did he pick? Well, it would be 0 because he's taking double. So the max he could score this turn is 6 points. And I think he'll have 1 because he has his home. He'll have the top. That's 2. And technically, I believe... Oh, no, I think the Seraphon player does control the top right. Endless spells don't count for anything, folks, for those that don't know. But he did have a unit on top of there that just got deleted, and he didn't take control of that from the Seraphon player. So that objective in the top left is still under control of the Seraphon player, which means right now they're tied for the amount of objectives. So the Ossiarch Bonereaper player has to either take the middle or the top left to get more. Ugh. This is just rough. Gosh darn it. He should have just read my mind. That's what he should have done. All right, let's see what happens.
Do I technically save him? And is going in there to save him actually going to save him? The answer is no. I'd have to lift both units in order to actually save him.
You're on 2s. But yeah. Yep, nope. Either way is a good way.
There's not really a bad answer here. Ignore me. I have to go more like...
So they're doing an active.
I'm going to skirt around. I guess I fly. So I can do that. Yeah.
I dropped the dice.
Morghasts. How many mortals do they take?
1.
No.
I don't know. Oh, here it is.
They do only move 10 out of this, but like it's fine. Oh, I have to be able to fully clear you. It shouldn't be an issue. I've got movement.
I don't think it would be.
Yeah.
Can Morghast retreat and charge? I just checked their actual war scroll. It doesn't say it on the war scroll. I'm just going to go check because I was babbling there for quite a while. Maybe Catacross gave him an ability to retreat and charge? If they could retreat and charge, whoo! Meat's back on the menu, boys. We'll see what happens, but let me go investigate.
The 5-up war just makes them like, I actually have to put some effort towards killing this.
Yeah.
The formation ability. He's got a.
So,
Did you say yes?
yes. I can do it with anything. It's instead of the plus 2-inch movement, it's, anything can use charge abilities even if they used a retreat ability in the previous turn.
I believe you. That is awesome.
Yeah. I don't ignore the mortals for it, that's why I'm not pulling Catacross out, but...
Very interesting. Well,
Yeah.
that just made things really interesting.
I know. I know.
That's why I took the double.
I know, Lionel. I know.
It's like I have to remove the Agrodons, right? Like, or at least try.
You don't have to.
Well, just in case you didn't overhear that, well, because of the formation, they can retreat and charge. Hot damn. That is a big, big deal. So those Morghast now, after taking D3 mortal wounds, are now in the position to hunt after Lancers. I disagree with the Ossiarch Bonereaper player. I think I would risk retreating Catacross. I think he's definitively dead if he holds the line there. It's just such a huge volume of attacks that he's just going to die there. I would just risk it. I would risk it, hopefully not take 3 mortal wounds and die. Because he's almost assuredly dead. If you just do the odds, if you're going to play one or the other, you only have a 33% chance of dying. only a 33% chance of dying to retreat. Whereas I think you're approaching a 50, if not higher, from the volume of attacks of just rolling a 1 and just dying. Now, mind you, he's on 3 wounds, to my understanding. We'll see. Hey, you know what? If he doesn't die, Ossiarch Bonereaper player looks like gosh darn genius. So that's there you go. Oh boy! So if he kills the Agrodon Lancers, which are by the way, very likely. Oh, tell me you're going to retreat Catacross. If he kills the Agrodon Lancers, retreat Catacross, rally on his opponent's turn, see if he could get claw back 4 wounds.
That would get me. Oh, yeah, it's still, yeah.
I think he would be in a pretty good spot.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll see what happens. But I just want you to take note for a very impressive thing right now. You have like, a 400-point unit in the form of Agrodon Lancers that have not done anything this whole entire game. And look how much damage his army has done without them. Without them. Wow.
It's the 6-inch gauge, but took an inch off.
Well, they could take the vehicles. They're engaged to the character. But just a -1 to hit. But it is a pistol. You can shoot.
The other 2 scouts I killed out.
Well, if you're engaged.
Hey!
Just a -1.
I was targeting the scouts, and then now I'm targeting the. Wow. Only got. All my heavy bolt shots hit the cursors.
Let's be smart about this. I have the play here, and I'm probably lifting a bunch before you get to swing at me anyway. So, yeah.
2 damage each, so I guess I'll fail.
So they are -2 plus anti-cavalry.
Correct.
So they'll be at 3.
Yeah.
Alright, now the heavy.
a real shame I didn't kill one more unit. Getting the -1 rend when in my territory would have been...
Yeah, I am quite glad for that. Well, I don't take units, so sorry. We're going to start with the Morghasts. Combat abilities, we're going to go with a 5-up ward save.
From...
Catacross is probably dead. But maybe not. But I don't know if they're going to die over there. I'm going to do it from Catacross.
Okay.
And then I'm going to start with the Morghasts, and I will all-out attack this.
Okay. I'm going to all-out defense, so they'll have a 6-up.
That is fair enough. All right, 2s and 2s. Exploding 6s.
Nothing is within rapid fire.
That is 3 out, 3 back. So all hit.
Rapid fire weapon. So plasma gun. I say yes. Attacks on force.
AP3 and 2 damage.
3 out, so 9 saves on 6s. With how you've rolled 6-up saves, I expect you to get 4.
So strength 8. Now you're winning on
1.
Okay, 3 damage each, so that'll be 24 wounds.
There's 1 guy left.
That's AP3.
Because 6 times 5 is 30 wounds.
Yep.
So, sorry, you said 24?
Yeah.
So there'll be 2 guys, 1 guy has 1 wound left.
And then you gotta roll.
Or sorry, it was 9 that went in? Right, so it's 27 wounds in, so you got 2 wounds left. Because 12,
Yeah.
yeah, you got 3 wounds
We
left.
probably
sorry,
should have
yeah.
counted how many.
It was 9.
9? Okay. So...
9 times 3, yeah. I was thinking 8. Oh, but then you made the save, so
So there'd be
1
2.
save, so yeah, 2 guys left.
Ugh.
I don't know if you can leave the last guy.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, you can leave the banner.
Well, I mean, there's 6. There's no coherency thing. It's just
It's
how
just
do I
about
want to do this?
within half an inch of each other, right? You got to keep 2 within half an inch.
2?
You have 2 guys left, right?
Oh, right. I have 2 guys left within half an inch of each other. Right.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. I guess I want to have something to go back into this.
Probably.
So I'm just going to take this. Or these are within 3, so I guess I want to do this.
As long as you, and I don't think there's a minus as long as you're shooting. You'll be shooting at a ball.
So then, because
Should be 4 wounds on him. Yeah.
Supercharge? Hello?
okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your choice.
This guy has 4 wounds,
He's got 3 wounds remaining.
3 wounds remaining.
5-up save, 6-up ward.
I'm going to go with them.
I get to
I'm going to all attack. So I'll be down to 2 CP.
How many more shots are you putting in this guy?
I'm going to spend 1 on the all-out defense here on Catacross. Might as well try.
So
There's nothing else you can shoot at, I don't think.
okay. 22 because I'm champion. This is going to be 3s and 4s.
It hasn't fired anything yet. It's got the main gun, last gun, heavy bolters, heavy stubber. It's got the gunners just. Yeah. I do like on the solar blade until mounts. You can't on like 40k tanks.
God damn! Look at that.
Pintle mounted heavy
when it
flames and
had warranty. But then rather than just giving
13.
they're like, what, they sent a repairman and took it.
13 2-ups.
He was trying to repair it. Just for him to call me and be like, getting into TV. Like, oh, geez.
every time I
5 go in.
shooting, I'm like
5 ups.
the voice line from the gunner PC of like
Strength 8, so that's
So on average, he dies here. Oh, 1 at a time. Oh,
CP? What is CP in?
I love the voice lines.
It's 1 fail, 1 success. Oh,
Like when a heavy tank starts looking
2 failures.
at it, you're like,
Oh, he died.
hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
it's good.
It's fine.
Life just got a whole lot better.
Yeah. Would have been nice if he lived through that, but we'll start with the chair mage here.
Wouldn't it be nice to
No, we'll do the other one. We'll do the Oss Effector. No, the Shrieker. Come on, what am I thinking here? How many wounds does the frog have?
The frog? I believe it's 7? Might be 9. It's an odd number.
I don't think I'll get
Or Nightmare Predator.
9. He's got 9 wounds, 5 up save, 6 up ward.
I could horribly spike this.
Going with this guy?
And yeah, I'm gonna go with that guy.
Okay.
Well, it would be a good idea to pile in at the mirror and then try to kill off those Agrodons. I'm gonna be greedy, and I'm at the point of if you lose the frog, that makes up for Catacross dying a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. So yeah, 4s and 2s. Well, you live.
You have that option. You would have to, on the movement phase, say you're leaving, and then recharge. But you'd have to have rules.
Give me 2 saves of Ren 2.
So that goes right through.
Give me 4 ward saves.
6s. For 4.
All right, your choice.
I'm going to go with those little...
Chameleons?
yeah, the chameleons. We're going to go everything into the wounded guy.
Yep.
So he'll just fire his non-main gun weapons.
Is that other unit charges?
So heavy bolters.
Okay. This is 4s and 5s.
Yep.
Well, I can still, I can't open.
We fail.
So do I want to spend my CP? No, I'm gonna save it for something.
For 1. No rend. 1 damage.
6. 5.
I told you I'm doing the fight back on it too.
1 at no rend, 1 damage, so 4 up. We're good.
The only thing
Then
The javelin?
javelin. 3s. 4s. 1 at neg 1.
Heavy stubber.
5 up. Yep.
2 damage.
6 up.
Sorry. Those mortifiers.
Look at you. Nice.
All right. We can both make 6 ups.
Yes.
We're going to go with the Tyrannic cohort now.
Yeah.
It's built into the profile. The other one doesn't.
I don't really need to pile in.
I'll plug it to them. Because then it's rather than a 4 up, they get on a 2.
I can, I guess, move more that way, but then it's like, am I going to get shot to death or am I going to get charged to death? They're dead. So, yeah, we're going to keep it the same. The 7 attacks into the wizard and the pointless attacks into the terrain. Let's kill a wizard. That is 3 attacks drop. 1 comes back with the 6.
All right, let's talk about that turn as some soft guys start swinging at some shamans. How did it go? Well, the lovely thing is he did do an enormous amount of damage to those Agrodon Lancers, basically neutering them. He tickled the Slan, but he lost Catacross in the exchange. Really, truly wish he had retreated. If he didn't want to lose him at all, I think that would have still have been the play. So what is he going to get? Well, he's going to get 1-2 more. He's going to score 6, and that's the max he could score because he took a double. So that's awesome. So he accomplished the 6. He did hit his other target as well. I just wish he had a Catacross at the end of this turn as well. That's all I'm saying. When it does now flip over to the Lisbon turn, because guess what? The Lisbon player will get a turn. What's going to happen? Well, 100% certain that small unit in the top right, the Ossiarch Bonereaper unit in the top right, will die. Well, maybe not 100% certain. And he'll just take back his own objective. the Raptidon Chargers. Will the Saurus actually... I think the Saurus in the center are going to dive on those Wizards to the far left that are in that far left forest. They're going to try and do a charge there. The Raptidon Chargers, I think, are probably going to go after those Morghast. And potentially... Potentially? God dang, man. There's a lot of options here. So the Chargers could go after the Morghast. Oh, no, he has to do something about the Morghast. Because he can't just have that thing just be steamrolling. Where are the points at? Let's go check that scoreboard right now. Boom, there it is. Seraphon player 16-14. The Ossiarch Bonereaper player has not scored his 6 points, so he'll be at 24 points ahead. Yeah, he just has to take objectives. Send in the Chargers into the Morghast. Maybe retreat Agrodon Lancers. But they get a lot nastier the longer they stick around. His objective really is to do something to weaken that Morghast unit. Or at least tie it up. So maybe he actually sends in the Saurus Warriors into the Morghast. And then sends a Charger to take over the Ossiarch Bonereaper's home objective. And the Hunters to the right of the center objective, that white unit. To take care of that unit of Ossiarch Bonereapers that is close to the pyramid and take back his home objective. That way he gets 1-2 more. Assuming he could score a battle tactic, which is pretty certain that he can. He could put a unit in each quarter, which would cinch him that. So he scores 10 at that point. He'll be at 26 to 20. And then a really vital a priority roll. I don't think it's going to matter so much for the Seraphon player, assuming the Saurus or the Agrodon Lancer stick around. I think the Morghast are going to swing one or the other. They're not going to swing at both and split attacks and risk anything. Yeah, interesting position. But if you can lock that Morghast unit up in that corner, he could just take the field and rock the scoreboard. So many things could have gone differently, but let's see how it goes.
Irish jig chair.
I'm just glad he's infantry, okay?
Yeah,
because
true.
Like he's always been infantry. The issue was in the one season where it was non-mounted heroes, that thing counted as a mount for 3rd edition, so he didn't actually get the Galician heroes for champion. It was so bad.
Okay, so it's my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn. I hold 1, I hold 2, I hold more.
Yes, you do. You score 6.
I do. All right, clean me up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do, I don't know.
Take their land, 1 in all 4 terror corners,
Yeah, take their land.
Fight with 2 and don't, I wouldn't do that one.
I wouldn't do that one either. I'm gonna do take their land, and take this terrain piece.
Yeah, that's an option.
The Warriors are gonna go over there,
Yeah.
Okay.
You could take this one. Yeah, that's fair. It's irrelevant.
Okay, are you the underdog?
Yeah.
Do you want to take off an objective?
Oh yeah, I'm taking off the middle. Do I take off the middle? Yeah, I take off the middle.
Okay, so you take off the middle. I cry myself to sleep, it's fine. Going to...
I mean, it's not going to be too bad for you, because you can still take 2 and then hold more.
No. Yeah, you'll be fine. Okay, so yeah, we're doing take the land.
Yep.
And then I'm going to do hero
probably
phase.
Put that in here. This is bottom of 3.
So
you take it at the end of
the underdog's turn.
end of underdog.
Yeah, no, I thought it was beginning of round in previous editions. I think that was the 3rd edition. Or yeah, that's a big change. So
That's middle one's gone.
middle one's gone.
Middle
yeah.
one's gone. Once
Yeah,
I move,
it's not
once I move
beginning-
off it, we'll
yeah.
take it off.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's no reason to do it now.
Hero phase. I'm going to make the tree explode, targeting the 2 characters.
Yeah.
So, guy in the chair, guy not in the chair. 2.
All right, big change to that. Man, it's the problem with playing so many editions. You just assume you understood what the mission was. So now removing of the objective happens at the end of that player's turn. From the second battle round, at the end of their turn, after scoring victory points, the underdog player can. The little things that you miss, just your memory. So there you go. So that middle objective is now gone. The guys will remove it once units start scattering around. I believe the Seraphon player is looking at using the Saurus to charge the wizards. We shall see what he does in the end. Maybe he will pivot to maybe charging the Morghast. We'll find out in a second. But if he doesn't charge those Morghast with the Source Warriors, those Agrodon Lancers are definitively dead. And then that priority roll for the bottom of the round 5 or round 4 is going to matter huge, because then you'll have freed up Morghast, and that is super bad. But again, they could actually retreat and charge anyway. So maybe it doesn't serve a purpose to actually charge them. And then maybe putting those 2 wizards off to the side is the better choice. Man, lots of things happening in this game, that's for sure. Currently, the score is up. It's 20-16 for the Bonereapers. But the Bonereapers have the end of turn, and assuming things go well for them, they should score 10 points here, putting them at 26. Yeah, I would definitely try to score 10 points if I could, if I was him. So we'll see what happens.
I do have one more hero phase thing.
Yeah.
Bring back a unit on a 4-up. I'm going to pick the Hunters.
Yep.
I took those out just to keep it.
Yes.
I brought forth the entire guard gun line.
This is what I get for not piling in. I mean, you still could have done it just onto the other side.
24-inch main gun. Blast cannons are 48-inch. Heavy bolters 36. Heavy sniper 36.
Anyway, I will be doing a spell.
It's either 48 or 72 for this guy. And then the little hull gun.
No rerolls.
Or auto cannons 36. Heavy bolters 36.
I like that.
I did make
Huzzah.
a ward save on the Morghast, right?
I saw this
I think I made one.
He brought like a.
Maybe?
I just know you
I
took
don't know.
5 wounds. I don't know.
Yeah, I just took 5 wounds. I didn't pay attention to it.
So he just brought like auto cannons on 3. He
Um,
had like 6 or
I don't even know if I could have moved it in my turn anyway.
I think I can drop.
Yeah. Anyway, that's it for now. Then, so I'm going to attempt to cast the Carrion. It needs a 6, -1/+1, so
Just 6, yeah.
just on a 6. That is an 8.
You got it.
You could just hold the board. Once again, blank. Blank the shot.
Okay, next, that's it for that. Okay, so 17.
Actually,
Are they 1 damage each?
let's get fun with this. It will not really matter here, I guess. Do I need it like that?
Are these guys infantry?
Yes. Not like I'm blocking out any deep strikes, but we'll just put it like that.
No, good face.
Any infantry within 6 inches of this thing is -5 to their control score.
Come on. Give me
Okay.
6.
So don't be within 6.
Yeah, don't be within 6. But that covers that entire point on mine.
Yeah.
1 6.
It's fine. I wasn't really going to go
These
for
are
it
2
anyway.
damage each.
These guys are going to go here.
It's an insurance policy, okay?
Okay, so movement time.
Yep.
Alright.
And that puts me at 4 spent.
Shalon is going to move back here.
What, you chicken?
Warriors, come out to play.
No, I'm gonna do
Warriors.
3 off.
Okay.
Do the
Warriors.
first 3.
Oh, yes, I am. Going 12.
Ah!
Oh no. 3 inches away.
Okay, so
Oh, this has got hurt, isn't it?
Yes.
2-1 so far.
Yes, it is.
Ah, well.
Bring the pain.
So I have 3 wounds left.
See, the problem is like whichever, because I'm not going to wipe you.
No.
I'm probably just going to. I'll probably kill 2, maybe. These guys can't move. These guys, you're just going to move just 3 away.
It's just I've got a ton of stuff in there.
4 wounds already.
5 models in each strike.
And then this is gone.
Yeah.
I like to bring 2 spots of 5 sounds, so just because they're just making points for 5 guys.
Alright, we go fight back on the 2.
They're cheap secondary.
Okay.
So I like put
Yep.
them there.
Oh, yeah, they exist.
Yeah. I don't really need them to come this way. Like I.
They're gonna attack the unit that has no.
Okay, so assuming those Raptidon Chargers make that charge, the Raptidon Hunters that are located here, let me see if I can get an angle here, right here. Let's fade back a little bit. All right, if those Chargers make it into those Morghast, which odds are pretty darn good, for these Hunters, these guys right here, to be able to do their shooting trick, they have to be within 12 of these guys that just charged. If they're within 12 of those guys that just charged, they then get to shoot at a unit that's in range and in line of sight. So let me read it to you. If this unit is not in combat, pick a friendly Raptidon Chargers unit that charged this turn and is within 12 inches of this unit to be the target. And then effect. This unit can use the shoot ability as if it were your shooting phase. It must target a visible enemy unit in combat with the target unit. So for them to pull off the shots, these guys have to be within 12 inches, and I don't know if that's going to be the case. I believe that is what he's trying to do, but I don't know if he's going to be able to pull it off. So we'll see positionally whether that works, but I do love the synergies. I love how this is going. I just love the bodies. I love the movement. It's so fast. Oh, it's just so good.
This is 9 at -2 on these little
Do I
guys.
blow up?
Okay.
So one blows up.
6s.
Has 4 attacks.
I said 6s. No, they just take 9. Three, 5, 9.
Oh wow, they're tough.
Yeah.
And then my free move, I'm going to target hunters, and the chargers. So hunters here
I hit on 4s.
for 3.
I missed it all. Like, hitting on 4s sucks.
9-inch charge my ass.
I used all my 6s on my unbinds.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Forgot about his actual formation. That will probably almost assuredly get him within 12 of those Raptidon Chargers. Nice. Man, so cool. Love this layering of abilities and the way these guys are synergizing off themselves. It's so neat to see.
Removes casualties, and then you still get closer.
Yeah.
Or you run, or you get further away. It's just nice. Ugh. The fact that these guys just break at every chance they get is annoying. Okay, that is all my shooting.
Yeah, nothing.
Going for charges. Let's do the Chargers. Okay. Well.
Roar, Raggy.
Okay.
Catacross, we're alive right now.
I know, right? Okay, so I get free shooting, or do I want to charge them in instead? They do a lot more damage charging. But, I mean, I could just kill one more now. I think I'll charge. I don't need them in there. They can just get... Yeah, it's fine. I'll just shoot. Shoot. Okay, force and force. It'd be nice if they got like an FAQ to kind of clarify that. For one at -2.
All right, so what is he referring to? So that shooting attack that we're talking about, well, they shoot like it's the shooting phase, and a shoot attack is a core ability, which means in the same phase, that unit can't benefit from another core ability. And guess what's another core ability? Charging. So currently right now, as it reads, they either do their really cool synergistic shooting attack or they charge. That was what was intended by the design team. I believe that is the case. That was the intent. It puts them in this really neat supportive role, but maybe it isn't. Unfortunately, when you're making a ruling, although I always take intent into consideration, I always default to raw as my very first point of clarification. And raw reads this, and there is no way to intend based on what the unit is doing for it to go the other way. So they just have a choice of either they shoot, they do another shooting phase in the charge phase, or they charge. That's the two things they can do. This is how it was ruled, and that's what they did. So instead of charging, they just shot and maybe plinked more gas for one wound.
Force.
My dice betrayed me.
Your dice has betrayed you. They jumped on board the living boat.
Apparently.
12 at -2. I'm assuming you're infantry.
Yeah. All right, 12 at -2, +1 for AOD. So this is on force. Wow. Okay.
2 damage each.
Not great. Not the worst. Oh, sorry. I mean, I would have done 5 up ward from Mage Boy, but like it really does not matter. I don't think I'm within 12. Am I wholly within 12 of him? No, I'm not.
No.
No, I'm about half an inch out. I need to be able to go first. So this is on 6s. Still made 4. So 10 wounds in. Ha!
So-
Wouldn't have mattered. I didn't roll any 5s.
So 2 die?
No, it should just be 1. I got, 2, because I got 3 wounds on him. Cool.
And then the mounts.
Ugh. Yeah.
3s and 3s. 6s are 2.
So they're not as good as before.
For 2 more.
Yep.
One of you
Come on. Okay, 3s.
so
We have 10 at -1, 1 each.
Regular guys.
but now I'm like playing.
All right. 3s.
That's not good. Not good odds, especially like 2.
Well, it's only 4.
Well,
And he has a 5 up, or no, it's still the same attack. So
So now
6s.
I'm looking at
Make 1. It's 3.
that will give me
Okay.
3 wounds left.
kind of let me hit,
Yeah.
Hit me.
2 wounds left actually. But yes,
right? So if as soon as I take 1 wound, I get +1 to hit.
I will go with him.
I get +1 to hit.
I'm gonna go into the Agrodons.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to kill him for like moral victory
More
reasons.
victory. Yeah.
Yeah. So 3 attacks.
3s and 2s. Bring it on.
3s and 2s. Exploding 6s.
Those are great.
3 hits.
And just listen.
2 saves. Rend 2.
Go. Oh, Ren 2. So I actually have a save. 6s.
Do have a save.
I need 1 6 to live.
A lot of fire cars.
So I take 3. So 1.
Scored from the
2.
one and he
Just to kill a chimera. Wow.
Oh,
That
wait,
is only 70 points.
Alright, so I get a CP for my turn.
And it's a
All right, your choice.
thanks to smoke.
Let's go over here.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, smoke is so good. I literally watched the casting here. Just
their command.
off everything from a repulsor execution except pop sky.
Yeah,
Scored on that.
Because like the main gun misses.
My problem is giving you 6 up saves.
Another 6.
Anything else and you'll fail
I'm
it.
warming up the face dice and finally it gets
So 2 ranks. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7.
Yeah.
Let's just do the mounts first, cause
That'll probably do it.
yeah. Thank you.
There's 6 wounds left in that unit.
10, 15, 21. 7 times 3. 4s and 3s. 6s are special. 3 go back.
Well, you saw me, it was a lot of work for you to get
Yowza. You said 6, right?
Yeah.
My dice were like bet 6 exactly.
All right, rend 1.
Yes.
Okay. So 5s.
controlled by
Make 3 saves. 3 in, 1 each. 2 each.
Yep, 1 each.
All right. Yep. 3 wounds in.
And then the riders.
Yep.
These are 4s and 5s. Yeah, I love these units. The sheer amount of dice you get is excellent.
Yeah.
Like
That's a lot of reinforced units. They do that.
it's either take you off or
for 4 at no rend, 1 each.
and establish one.
Force.
This one has an action.
Make 2. 6s. I make none. I am left on a wound.
Nice.
I either have to take you off an objective, or I have to take an objective that no one. I already have that one. And it doesn't even give me anything.
Germage time.
No, you can see the entirety of my phone. I don't get covered. 6s.
We're going to here. I am still within your skink. So that is a legal pile-in. But if you want to come at me, I want to. He's probably just going to die, and it's not going to matter. But I can attempt it. We will put all the attacks. We'll put them into the Saurus because, like,
They're the scary thing?
they're the scary thing. Force and force. That's 3 hits because I dropped 1 and 1 back. Good job, Soul Mason. Give me 1 save at rend 1.
5s.
It's 3 damage.
Kills 2.
Within 6 inches of
Wasn't
And
very
then
nice.
the chair.
Comes in with a steel chair.
Cumulatively, I got a hit. All right, go for it. Hey, that's enough to make you not care about coherency anymore.
I'm just going to do the Agrodon because I just want to.
Yeah.
I want the angst to be over. It doesn't matter.
You can pile in onto the point. It really doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Okay, threes.
You're holding it.
Threes. 2, -1, 1 damage each.
All right, I have an all-out defense here, so that'll be on 3s. Good.
And then the mount, I have 1 additional attack because of rage.
Yep.
4s. 3s. 1 at -2.
All right, this will be a 4-up. We are okay.
And you live.
And I live.
Okay.
My single guy here. 3 attacks. On 3s. Okay, 4 hits. Don't you love it when that happens? That on 4s.
Extra hit 2 is pretty great.
Okay, give me 2 saves or run 1.
6s. Takes 1.
See? You make 6-up saves 50% of the time.
50% of the time. Works every time. Let's do the Warriors.
That's aging yourself now.
Every time I go out, it just makes me feel a little older.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm only 27.
Yeah. I'm a little older than that.
Okay. 3s and 3s.
And you do not score assassin.
For 4 at -1.
Ooh. Into the mage. He is a 4-up base. Needing 5s. 2 in. 1 each?
1 each.
All right, needing 5s.
Is it a 5-up ward? Nice.
I mean, he's doing the relentless
right.
discipline point. Like,
Right.
yeah, so he'll take 1. I know we kind of skipped through it, but it's
Yes.
it's a very safe assumption there.
Yes.
You have skinks that are in range. Sort of.
I don't think I can do that.
Yeah. Your coherency was a little loose.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the whatever unit, but then I engaged the whatever unit. So,
1, 2, 3.
go.
So, 2, and then 3 for the champ. 4s. 5s. Nada. Javelin. 3s. All hit. 4s. Javelin. 2.
All right, I'm gonna put a
Okay.
2 at -1.
All right, 5-ups.
2 damage each. The javelin.
Okay, 2 at 5-ups. Oh, losing dice.
Another reason why I was playing this.
Do I want to do insane bravery?
Cool. He will take 4.
And then they just
We'll put him at 5 wounds. The chair, however, gives him an extra 1 compared to foot heroes, so he is alive on a wound.
Nice. That's that. I hold 1, hold 2, and battle tactic. So that's 10 points.
And that is more than me, because I don't. I only hold the 1.
Yep.
Yay!
And then Prio.
Yep. I really need this.
3.
I didn't get it.
So
I think you might give it to me.
I don't need to.
You don't need to.
I would double and wipe you.
Yeah.
so I think that can make
Game?
Good game.
Good game.
Oh, wait. Before that, the Nightmare Predator comes back. And then I lose Prio and lose.
Yeah.
All right, so there you have it. It is now the end of the match, round 4. I think it's, the writing's on the wall. Not sure exactly what the Ossiarch Bone player would do if they had actually won that priority anyway. So with that, I'd love to thank both Kyle and Elise for coming out today and playing on stream. Always an act of bravery to do so. Exposing yourself to criticism is always can be a scary thing. So for your entertainment, folks, let's give them a shout out. Thank you very much to both of you. I'd like to thank all of you who made it this far in the stream. If you're still there, man, do I appreciate you. If you haven't done so, please hit that subscribe button, possibly flash us a thumbs up, and if you find it in your heart, hit that notification bell. It'll let you know when we go live. All right, so with that, I'm going to bid you all a fair farewell. We'll see you next week on AoS Wednesdays. So with that, let's go back to the table and hear the final thoughts on the game as we fade out.
Save rolls, though, this game, the save rolls had been...
Save rolls were great, and I rolled a little below average on Catacross for them.
Yeah, with the ones. Mostly the wards.
Mostly the wards.
The ones were pretty average. The wards were way below average. Way. Yeah.
So,
I would have got him, but instead of...